Let's give it back. 1, 2, 3. Take that. All right, friends. Scott and Leaf. Marriage is amazing, and at the same time, it's serious, and should not be entered into without considering the love and commitment that it requires. Scott, with that in mind, will you commit to Leaf the full measure of your love, your attention, and your care for her in all circumstances, in times of abundance and in times of need, in times of sickness and in times of health, in times of incredible joy and in trying seasons as well, for as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Leaf, will you commit to Scott the full measure of your love, your attention, and your care for him in all circumstances, in times of abundance and in times of need, in times of sickness and in health, in times of incredible joy and in trying seasons as well, for as long as you both shall live? And the room breathes a sigh of relief. In preparation for today, I asked Scott and Leaf to write each other a love letter. The only catch was they had to send me the letters and not each other. As you might well imagine, they totally crushed it. Seriously. And Scott, being the smooth operator that he is, goes right for the James Taylor. I mean, any of the rest of us would have at least waited a line or two. No, but not Wally. Wally just goes for it. He opens his letter with this: I needed the shelter of someone's arms, and there you were. I needed someone to understand my ups and downs, and there you were, with sweet love and devotion, deeply touching my emotion. I want to stop and thank you, baby. And everybody sings together. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Dude, you should write a book. Seriously, because this is what Leaf had to say about you. Your ridiculously good looks still, 4 years later, stops me in my tracks across a crowded room. You need to settle down. Or maybe you don't, because this is what he said about you. To this guy, you are, quote, the most beautiful, vibrant, stylish, fun, and authentic woman that he has ever met. Scott says, you are one of a kind, and it draws me to you. Apart from the smoldering vat of volcanic love that you two clearly share, there is such a deep and beautiful respect and appreciation that you hold for each other. Leaf says this: I feel like days and weeks of some of my most challenging battles over the past few years has little by little melted away during our 4-year courtship. Every hug, every kiss, every time you have reached for and held my hand has had such a healing effect on my heart and my head. Scott said, you make me feel at home with you wherever we are. Your unconditional love for me complements and enriches my life. He says, I love that you can balance being a great mother and an independent businesswoman and a passionate lover and a caring partner all at the same time. The overlap in your letters was like none other. In another section of Leaf's letter, she says, the depth of your strength continues to amaze me. Your ability to roll with the changes, to remain steady and calm, and the ease with which you laugh and cry is the reason that you are my perfect partner.
Cue Hanky.
Cue Hanky. I have a third, if anybody needs one. You both talk about the early days of your relationship. Questions, complexity, hesitation. Scott again uses James Taylor's words to summarize the heart of what you both felt in 4 simple words. But there you were. Your kids come up in both of the letters. Jack, I know you guys, this is great. Well, for about 10 minutes, but. Jack, Charlotte, Carter, Christopher, Nate. Your importance to these two, as written by them, is so deep and so incredibly rich. You guys have been blessed with a well of love to drink from for the rest of your lives.
Hell yeah.
You are all... You're proof that the past does not equal our future. Leaf talks about where she was a decade ago and writes, I had absolutely no understanding that it would be years before I would meet the love of my life. Scott says, I told you on our first date, one thing I had learned about my past relationships was that I like myself. I was happy with who I am and that I needed to be accepted for who I was and who I wasn't. I know this wasn't the most romantic way to start a relationship, but it was important for me to say this out loud and for you to accept this unconditionally. And lucky for me, this was easy for you. And there you still were. So Scott closes his letter to Leaf by drawing on the wisdom of the prophet David Letterman in offering a top 10 list. This is entitled, My Top 10 Favorite Leafs. Number 10, Concert Leaf. Number 9, Dancing Leaf. Number 8, Friends of Leaf. Number 7, Smiling Leaf. Number 6, Snarky Leaf. You're never snarky, are you? No. Number 5, Sexy Leaf. Ooh la la. Number 4, Singing Leaf. Number 3, Friendship Leaf. Number 2, Kissing Leaf. And the number 1 favorite leaf, loved by Wally, is the Loving Wally leaf. So in closing this section, if there is one piece of advice, free advice, it's worth every cent that I could give you from your letters, keep doing exactly what you're doing. Speak to each other this way. I know you do. Keep doing it. It's so beautiful and it's so good. And let's all take notes from this, right? We're here gathered today, and part of this is a declaration of love, but this is a master class. Write your own love letter this week, guys. Be inspired. Right now, Jeff Conroy is going to come and share a reading with us. Jeff?